Today I'm going to be looking at this here Cirrus Flex 2 hoodie. Now, I own a Cirrus Flex. This is the original Cirrus Flex. It's only a couple of years old, but last year Rab updated the Cirrus range, and this is the second incarnation of the jacket. From an outward appearance, you won't notice that much difference, although they have cut it slightly differently. The real changes come as you look a little bit more underneath the bonnet. Now it's made from 100% post-consumer recycled plastic, both the insulation and the fabrics it's made from. Now, nothing new that is constructed can ever be made without any kind of an impact. What we can do is try and reduce that impact as much as possible, and that's where Rab are going at the moment. The outer face fabric is the Atmos fabric, which is one of Rab's own. This is a woven nylon fabric, a windproof fabric. It's got a very tight weave, and this has a number of advantages. One, it has a high degree of water repellency. Secondly, it also has a high degree of packability. Not only is it lightweight, not is it breathable, but it also holds its shape well, and that allows the insulation underneath to loft. If there's a downside to the fabric, in the fact that it is super light, it's not the most durable. So this isn't a fabric to be going and doing your E4s and really getting into that hard, very abrasive rock and expect it's going to be putting up with that kind of level of abuse. However, it is definitely a fabric to put under harder wearing fabrics and know that it'll put up with that kind of level of use. Underneath, the insulation is provided by Primaloft. Again, 100% recycled. This is the blown Primaloft synthetic luxe insulation. That is one big mouthful to say. Basically, it's a premium synthetic insulation. But that blown construction allows it to loft similar to down, and therefore you get that wonderful trappage of air which gives you that insulation in the first place. And as we've alluded to already, the Atmos fabric is designed to allow that to occur because that lightweight nature doesn't compress it. There isn't a heavy fabric there to hold it down and allows the air to be trapped. Insulation of this jacket is equivalent to between 550 and 600 fill power down. It has a high warmth to weight ratio. The Primaloft fibers have built-in water repellency, so they don't actually absorb water like ordinary synthetic fibers might, and certainly unlike down, which is quite notorious for absorbing water. What does that mean in practice? Well, that really, in practical use, means that this is really good for exerting, for activities where you're going to generate your own moisture by sweating, by going up the mountainside or on your climbing route, things like that. And it'll deal with that moisture better than, say, down might do. You've also got the stretch panels in the side and also into the hood area as well. And these are made from Rab's own thermic stretch fleece. Sorry, I've got a dog down here giving me a cuddle.
You know I'm filming. Yes, I know.
Oh, God bless him. I had no choice but to give him a cuddle. When Buzzy comes up and wants to give you a cuddle, you give him a cuddle. It's as simple as that. But he's had his cuddle now, so let's get on. Point of difference in a way the Cirrus Flex is you've got these fleece panels. So we've got the loft on the inside and a smoother on the outside. What does that do? Well, that cuts down the bulk of the jacket. It also gives this massive strip of highly breathable area. You haven't got like that Michelin man feeling as you might have with a jacket that has the insulation throughout. You've got just a couple of pockets, which is the two zip pockets in the main body, but they're pretty big, pretty generous pockets. We've also got these internal pockets here, which are built out of the sort of back here of the hand warmer pockets. So now these pockets here are pretty generous, the internal ones, and you can get an ordnance survey map in them with ease. And then we get onto the hood. It's not a hood with a peak or anything like that. It's an articulated hood, so as you can see there, as you turn your head, the hood will follow you as well. Now, there's a few reasons why there's no peak on the hood. This really isn't the jacket to wear when it's absolutely siling it down, when there's heavy rain around, but this is the jacket to put under your waterproof with your peak, so your Ladakh or whatever you have Okay, so that dovetails us quite nicely into what this jacket is aimed at. Well, as the name suggests, it's actually a very flexible jacket. Now, I got mine initially, and that's why I haven't got one with a hood, to use as a heavyweight mid-layer for really cold winter conditions. And what I found in use is actually a really good lightweight jacket on its own. So it's a jacket that can fulfill actually a number of niches. As a mid-layer, it's got a very high amount of insulation. So think of something like a technical fleece compared to this. This is going to give you a lot more warmth. It is the kind of jacket I think that's got some really nice urban aesthetics to it. And it's not too heavy for urban use either. However, where it really starts to get into its own is when we start heading off to the hill. So as an emergency mid-layer in the not so freezing times, get into your bag, it's nice and light, very compressible. As a outlayer, just on those days where it is a little bit chilly, but you know it's going to be dry, again, it works extremely well. Rab put together a really good jacket. It's designed for lots of roles, lots of purposes, and as we've talked about already, from urban use all the way up to even high mountain use for those days where you require that extra insulation in the bag, it's a really good jacket. If you've got any comments or questions, please put them down below. I am a busy bod, but I will try and get to them as soon as possible. If you like the video, please like it. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And most importantly of all, enjoy your outdoors time.